It's time for the shop report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land today, if you want to leave your questions or comments for today's program, by all means, please do so, and we'll throw them up on the screen. Now, before we get to some of the items on today's menu, I just wanted to say right quick, or point out, or make mention, that unfortunately, due to some personal reasons, we will not be airing a program next Sunday, December the 26th. We will come back the following Sunday, January 2nd, after the new year. God willing, we get to see it all. But in addition to that, man, you know, with all of that's going on in the sports world, the drama and the chaos and the turmoil, and in the world in general right now, you know what I mean? Things seem to be heightened to the 10th power. You know, I just wanted to remind folk or let folk out there know, like turning the pages, this thing called life, you know, like turning the pages of a book, man. You know, we take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? Just take things one day at a time. That's all I can tell you. With that being said, joining me on the program today is none other than my cat from the NYC, aka Rucker Park. Sunnyside, California, brother Rich. What's happening?
It's always good to be on the program. I think you should tell people why we will not be on the platform with the program next week, because really Jerry Jones is having a family reunion and you're cordially invited. And, you know, there's a cowboy reunion. And you should just tell the people. Just admit to it. I know this is inside information, but I'm going to give it away. Just, you know, don't hold it.
Hey, he threw a blow at you.
Yeah.
Soon as the show started.
You know, this is very, very interesting. It didn't dawn on me till after last week's program that the only time you all get a good button, any of the three, is at the beginning of the program. After that, it's all downhill. You know what I'm saying? it's all downhill after that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, what can I say? You know what I mean? I'm glad y'all all friends, or should I say buddies, climbing a tree. Oh, anyway. And on the other side of the ledger, we got my man from up north, Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say. Oh, wow. Okay. What's happening?
Well, speaking of honesty, yeah, there's a holdout, folks. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Our host, let's just say, needs to give some more of the metaphorical pie.
Can I introduce TJ? You see he over there taking a nap right now. My gosh. And then last but not least, my arch nemesis, the world's #1 antagonist, and speaker for the King, KAGGABCDEFG. I don't know what else to say. Yes. Where's your intro at? Oh, right here. My bad. Shadow Man. What's happening? What's up, TJ? Holla at your boy.
I ain't saying nothing. Let's get this party started.
Folks, you see what happens when, you know,
making his case for his man being the GOAT. He ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I already told y'all last week, y'all took advantage of me, okay? I don't like that.
How?
I don't like it.
How? Well, because man, listen, it ain't our fault that you was drinking Hennessy doing this live taping. That ain't our fault. You know what I'm saying? Now you had a little, oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Now, listen, this ain't for COVID. This because I'm about to go to surgery on y'all today, all right?
Job
and be rich.
Oh, okay. That ain't.
Well, I like that.
Hey, Well, if you're gonna cut somebody, make sure your mask ain't crooked.
Oh, hell no.
Crooked as them glasses.
Yeah, right. Double J, what you got there going on in the background? The Westminster Dog Show? What's happening over there?
You said what?
I'm asking Double J what he got going on in the background. I didn't know if it's the Kennel Show. You know my glasses is foggy. Let me fix my glasses.
Hey, Jay, you're freezing up on you. When you talk, you're freezing up sometimes. I don't know what's going on, if it's the platform or it's something with one of us.
Yeah, it could be, you know, it's technology, because I'm looking at me on my end and I'm all to the good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
yeah, I think I'm HD too, man.
Okay, well, why are you brushing your hair? Oh my gosh. Anyway.
You see the ocean up there?
No, absolutely not. If anything, I see Mars.
You need to get some new glasses, man.
Yeah, okay. Don't worry about what I got over here.
Or in your case, get some binoculars. You know, you really can't.
Oh my gosh, he cracked a funny.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Anywho,
you need to get some new glasses to look for that argument you've been trying to make forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, hey, hold on.
Go get your eyes checked.
Hey, listen, I want you to know
now we know what the problem is. You need some glasses.
Listen,
Yeah,
Rich,
exactly.
they spared you for 2021, but they can't save you from 2022. I'm just letting you know that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
nephew. Come on.
Yeah. Do us a favor, man. Just bring the baby on, because you're talking crazy right now. Yeah. Can we? Okay. Now we can get through some of this
You
stuff.
seen the highlight of AD? You seen the highlight of how my boy in Minnesota did AD? You too little. Too little.
Oh, you talking about? TJ, that's
that was
shots fired.
disgusting. That was serious. That was
Has that guy ever won any playoff?
No. Let me tell you something. The basketball. Let me tell you something. See, that's why your argument don't hold no water with us in basketball. The world we come from, I can speak for Barbershop on this. The world we come from, you're supposed to fight somebody for that. I'm giving you. If I'm AD, I'm giving you 50 after you do that to me. You do that to me on the platform. In front of the world stage, you rock me and tell me I'm too little for you? I'm a baby to you? Come on.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Not only that, when you do that on the court, I'm letting the coach know off the rip. I don't care what you call from here on out. I got him.
I got him. I got him. This dude
Don't run nothing. Don't run. Hey, listen. He is my. Hey, what Shaq call it?
Barbecue chicken. Hey, listen. Y'all don't disagree. I don't disagree with y'all at all. He been soft ever since he got in LA. I don't know what's going on.
What?
He's got a point.
Hey, I'm serious. I don't know what's going on. He been soft in LA, man. I don't know if he playing the video game too much or what.
I can tell you what I think it is to some degree.
What is it? What is it?
He started out as a point guard. Anthony Davis did.
Okay.
That was his thing. And sometimes the mentality, once he had that growth spurt, the mentality is still there to be a point guard. You get what I'm trying to tell you? His height would suggest that he play in and around the basket. But if you look at the way he plays in and around the basket, and I like him as a talent, no question about it, but he ain't no Zebo.
Listen.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
That ain't the point with AD. You ain't got to post up and do all that, but attack the basket from some.
Well, it's the same thing.
It really ain't. It's like be aggressive.
Zebo.
Don't just settle for jump shots and fadeaways all the time.
Okay, but he ain't no Zebo. Same.
I think he like 29% from three. Like, dude, stop shooting threes.
Okay.
Right. Mid-range, do something.
Lord. Hey, listen.
But why is he doing that though? Because again, something interesting that Matt Painter pointed out after Purdue lost was that you got
Purdue did hold it, Double J. Purdue lost the other day?
No, yeah, 10 days ago or so.
Oh, okay.
They just beat the brakes off Butler over the weekend. It was nearly
okay.
There was a crime scene tape across.
I started watching that game, but I couldn't finish it. But go ahead. What was you saying? Go ahead.
It was a crime scene tape.
So, but just briefly, that you have to. Your first instinct down low has to be to score. You can't go down there and then try to facilitate. To TJ's point, and as well as to your own. So I'm just intrigued what changed from a mentality standpoint, because this is a dude that when he was in New Orleans, he was putting up 30 down there, and he was just alone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be a lot of things, but who knows, right? Okay, let's get into our action for the day. But we'll definitely, of course, we're going to revisit most of these stuff that we discuss anyway at some point later on down the line. But our first item up for bid, or first item on the menu, is did you know? Check this out. Did you know, TJ, Brother Rich, Double J, that Villanova's, and I put this together, of course, because we're getting ready to talk some college basketball, that the Villanova Wildcats 1985 championship squad came in as an 8 seed, and as an 8 seed, it still stands as the lowest seed ever to win a title. And of course, they beat the Hoyas. So, shout out to
whoa.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What was
I didn't know that
NC State team what were they that beat Pi Cap Slamma Jamma?
They might have been ranked a little higher.
They were way higher, because remember now, they competed in that different. Villanova they were not supposedly nowhere near that. And
right.
They were competing in their
Chicago team that won, beat the number 1 seed a couple years ago.
Who beat the number 1 seed?
They didn't win the title.
Yeah,
he said to win the title.
Yeah, to win the title. Yeah, to win the title.
I'm telling you, somebody's got to put. Are you sure? Did you fact check that?
Check it out.
Hey, I looked at 3 different things. Now
I know it. I remember it distinctly because we were all rooting for Georgetown.
And it was that much I do remember.
That was one of the greatest upsets in the history of college basketball.
So I have to ask then, because if Houston was that good, what was NC State ranked then with Sidney Lowe and Jimmy V coaching, of course?
That's a good question. I don't recall, but I'm gonna tell you this: we've seen it happen a million times. I don't know if I've asked this question before, or I've made the statement before. I don't know if it's human nature or what, but that Houston team took North Carolina State lightly. Fact. As did North Carolina when they played Villanova a couple years ago, when they lost. You know what I'm saying? And then Kentucky when they was undefeated, going 30-0 or something crazy, and they lost to what?
They just took them lightly.
That's absolutely what happened.
Absolutely
what happened. Absolutely what happened.
And listen, I can speak to this from a personal standpoint, for real. There was a time in my life I was at an institution where we had dorm teams. And the dorm team I played against another dorm team in the championship. We were not supposed to be there. We won on free throws that I hit. And I'm not bragging, but seriously, anybody that was there will tell you. I'm telling you, we won on free throws. We were just elated to get to the championship. You get what I'm trying to say? Man, we got the doors blew off us, and I would not sit here and lie. I'm telling you, I'll lie way before I would to you. I think I had 6 points, 412 turnovers, and 17 fouls.
I was about to ask, was you starting? Because I could believe it then.
Yeah, I was just. I will not tolerate disrespect. Tolerate disrespect in this program today. I will not do it. You know what I'm saying?
I believe everything you said wholeheartedly. Okay,
well, believe this thing.
Right. Did you expect our host of all people to suggest that he wasn't fundamentally sound? You know, he made his free throws, right?
Yeah, I knew he was trying to go with that.
Oh, you had a lot of turnovers, huh? Okay.
In the championship game, in the game that sent us to the championship game, I hit the 2 free throws to win to send us to the championship. What part of that didn't you get? Don't not give me my credit. Brother Rich, don't tell them nothing.
I'm not even going to touch it.
Yeah, because we're about to get started up in here right now. But yeah, okay.
I'm still trying to find his argument. I'm trying to find some glasses for him to help him make his argument.
This one might, sting. He might want to reschedule and make another show before the end of the year. He's not going to want to chew on that over, until January.
Man, I'm not worried about TJ.
Hey, Westbrook.
Oh no!
we got jokes right now. Okay.
I'm gonna leave it alone, man.
I'm not worried about that, man. Come on with, hey man.
His bio says,
I'm gonna tell you now, like I told you 1,000 times. Man, I survived Shawshank. I ain't worried about you. And guess what else? Since you got a lot of
Did
stuff,
you survive that tournament though?
No, I didn't survive the championship. We survived the tournament. Man, hey, you know what, man? You come straight out of a comic book, Mr. Handman.
You see the irony in that statement? He was referring to, to the thrashing that took place during that final. That
it was.
time,
We
never read between the lines.
Oh, we
what
got
was the
waxed.
final score?
I don't remember. I just know we lost by about 14. We lost by 14.
Oh, that ain't that bad, man.
Yeah,
man, please. No,
that's
yes,
a couple
it was.
possessions, man.
No, not back then. You know, we didn't have no 3-point line. See, that's what. See where his line is at right now. Yeah, got you. Anywho,
yeah, y'all got pulled out. I forgot about that.
Fansided, you are familiar with Fansided. I don't know if they do a publication or not, or whatever, but they are, of course, on the internet. They do particular sports articles and things of that nature. They put out maybe about a month or two ago, and I was trying to squeeze this into one of our programs, but you know, the content is just so overflowing at times. The men's college basketball top 25, or should I say 25 best all-time teams. So we're going to go through the list of them, of course, and we're going to get you all's thoughts on this fan-sided 25 best all-time NCAA men's basketball college squads.
Whoa. Did they give any kind of criteria here?
What do you mean?
Under what circumstances and by way of
Champions,
upsets, champions, like
it's the 25 best college hoop teams of all time. They just saying 25 best all time, period. Okay.
But so it's all champions.
Not necessarily.
After I read the list, we'll see. Oh
you boy, this is gonna be very interesting.
You tell me. So starting from 25 and coming on back down, or working our way down to 1. At 25 is the 1949-1950 CCNY team me and Brother Rich played on, you know what I'm saying? CCNY Beavers. Now, let me tell you something. We was cold back then, you know what I'm saying? But back then, they didn't have the position.
I bet, man. Those shorts were only about 2 inches.
Hey, leave it alone with the tighty whities,
Charles
Barkley's. See what I'm saying? After the show starts, the buttons is great, and then it's just all downhill from there.
Hey,
yeah.
I bet y'all ain't had no ashy people back then, did y'all? No. I'm just asking. You had the whole thing.
Keep going, man.
Every sponsorship was
and last thing, they had high heels on with them short shorts.
No, we had on Converse, but guess what? We ain't break our ankles.
Here's the thing, though. They may have wore short shorts, but they did not wear dresses.
Good one, brother.
Hey, listen, Rick. Hey, Rick. My barbershop laughing when his boy just had on a pink dress. Kyle Kuzma just had on a pink dress, and you laughing at that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that ain't my boy. I'm just saying. I'm talking about.
Okay.
Listen, you can add to the list of players that have performed well after leaving. One said, no, he who must not be named. That was the only point I was making. Yeah, there
I
you
just
go.
want to throw out there. They typically are they've been in one particular geographical location. Okay, that's what I'm going to point out. There's one consistency there. That's a nucleus.
Who? Wait, what do you mean one geographical location?
Kuzma, come on, Kuzma's from Flint.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay, well there it is.
Well, no. Believe me, the doc or someone will come. I'll be, I'll look like, it just won't be not a good look. So I'm not pinning that on Flint. Instead, I'm suggesting that the stylists in LA are certainly influencing these folks.
Yeah, you ain't never lied. They don't all a lot. The only cat that's out there is on some solidness is my man B Rich right there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You know what I'm saying? And Kobe, may he rest well. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, KB Great, 24-8. But at 25, did I say? Yeah, at 25, the CCNY Beavers, average 3 points a game back then, baby. Them wicker baskets, they do make a sweet sound when they go through, boy. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Them wicker baskets.
You say you average what?
Don't worry about that. Okay, what you gonna do?
I heard you say 3 points, man. That's what I think he averaged more than you.
That was in 1949, man. So I mean, what were you expecting?
No, here we go.
This is what you need to do, nephew. Get up off the pedal of that argument right there, because here's the thing I want you to be careful of. When my man Double J was talking earlier about a crime scene, I thought he was talking about when they pulled up on the scene where Kobe and your boy played one-on-one.
Oh no!
Oh, brother Rich with the shot. What? Oh, I don't. What you got to say?
Fired.
What you got to say? What you got to say, TJ?
Who
Yeah,
played
that's what it's about
1-on-1?
sounding.
Kobe and Bryant?
Man, come on, man. Yeah, exactly. No need to say
Kyrie
that.
Irving played Kobe.
Moving on, sir. Pardon me for the interruption.
Yeah, it's all good. Let me give you an interesting tidbit though on that 49-50 CCNY squad. You know, of course, back then the NCAA tournament was back then the NIT was more prominent and prestigious than was the NCAA tournament. And the only team that ever managed to win both titles was, of course, that 1949-1950 CCNY Beavers. And then at 24, you got the 1962, that is, 1963 Loyola Chicago Ramblers. Yeah.
Wow.
What you say?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No? All right. Yeah. They
no reaction, bro.
Why no reaction?
Well, I'm intrigued. I want to hear kind of some response here. I know TJ's ready to rip this apart, so I'm go ahead, TJ.
Yeah, go ahead, TJ.
I'll be right back. Excuse me for a second.
Yeah. Oh man. Hey, no bathroom breaks. No bathroom. Hey, did he really just walk
new
out?
Collective bargaining agreement, or at least on the docket.
Okay, yeah. Well, he need to hurry up and come on back because we at 23 right now. But you know what? I will say this too, though. One interesting thing or interesting, tidbit about that Loyola Chicago Rambler squad. The Ohio State Buckeyes, the Cincinnati Bearcats had won the championship the previous year, and they got knocked off by them Ramblers. So shout out to them Ramblers. Ooh. You know what I mean? They come in at number 24. TJ, you better hurry up and get on back here. At number 23, the 1999-2000 Michigan State Spartans. Double J.
Speaking of Flintstones.
Huh?
Like Flintstones.
That was a good team. I can see them being
Maurice Peterson, Mateen Cleaves.
Yeah, they had a good squad.
Yeah, they did. They really did have a
I could see that.
They did have a good squad. They say this group made a name for itself by advancing all the way to the Final Four in 99. But the following year proved to be, that's right. They did go in 99, didn't they? And 2000. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that team was, wow. Yeah. That team was nice. Mm-hmm. Real nice. And then at 22, we got the 07-08 Kansas Jayhawks. Anybody got any comments, questions about that Kansas Jayhawks squad? Who was on that squad?
Let's see.
Derrick Rose was on there?
Mario Chalmers too.
Yeah. Chalmers beat that was the team that beat Memphis in overtime off Chalmers shot.
Okay. Right. Yeah, right. Beat Derrick. Okay.
So they had, Chalmers would probably be the most notable name that was on that roster, because the Morrises didn't. Sasha Khan, right? Was on that team. I want to say I seen that team in the Elite 8 and Sweet 16. They beat Villanova and they beat Davidson, which was Steph Curry's team.
And I was just going to mention that. And speaking of Davidson, Kansas only won by 2 points.
That's right. That was a heck of a game. That was at Ford Field in Detroit. I watched that man put on a show.
Yeah. And another tidbit or interesting tidbit, the 08 tournament was the first and to this point the only in history to have all 4 number 1 seeds advance to the Final Four. I didn't know that. Did any of you all know? You knew that, Double J?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. And then at 21, we got the 06-07 Florida Gators. Now that squad had, oh my gosh, yes, that squad had, who they beat that year? UCLA?
Or Arizona. No.
Was that the team with Joakim Noah now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Noah, Horford, and Corey Brewer.
Yep.
Okay,
and what was
Corey ain't no notable no more. Just stop it, man.
What?
Well, you got to disassociate the pros from college.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize. You're right.
Yeah, and guess what else? An interesting tidbit about that Gator squad. All 5, the whole starting 5 all went pro.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Donovan.
And no team has come close to repeating since Florida pulled it off. That's right. They won back to back.
That's
right. State.
Remember, that was Billy Donovan's work.
They beat State.
There it is, right there. TJ.
That Florida squad was nice. And then at 20, you have the 1970-71 UCLA Bruins. Excuse me.
How could you leave them?
Bill Walton.
What'd you say?
That was that Bill Walton squad. That's historic. They was historic.
Yeah. Do you think that Bill Walton squad was more historic than any of Kareem's squads?
Yes.
You do?
Only not any of Kareem's squads. Kareem did his thing, of course. Kareem is legendary, but Kareem was playing under so many different rules. Kareem couldn't really do his thing in college. Like that, by the time Walton came along, he really was allowed to do his thing, and they got funky with it in terms of a squad. That was really by that time that was the height of quote unquote UCLA basketball. Kareem was already in the pros doing his thing, but the program was flourishing then. You know, so yeah, I think that squad. I could see why they put that squad there.
I'm sorry, man. Every time y'all bring them names up, I just think about skyhooks and little mid-range.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Because you don't know. Yeah, because you don't know.
Barreling your way down the lane and dunking on people and saying I got a high shooting percentage. That's your game of basketball.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's his game.
You understand that? You understand why you don't understand that?
Hey, and that Bruins squad or the Bruins they still. What is it? 7 undefeated national champions from start to finish. They won 4 of the 7.
When you understand the beauty and the unstoppable nature of Kareem Skyhook or Walton's footwork, because you don't understand basketball and the kind of footwork that Walton had that for a big man. That say what you want about him when he took that ball down low and he really showed you what that position was about. You don't understand that kind of basketball. So
I understand it. I understand.
You don't understand that. No, he don't.
It was born. It's born for my generation to watch that, though. I just want to let Brother you know Rich, my point of view. It's born for us to watch it. But go ahead.
Yeah, boring.
It's sort of like us watching baseball on TV. It's something that my generation really don't want to do for real.
Okay, well, that's because the attention span ain't last but a half a second. Right. But anyway, the basketball he talking about, Brother Rich, he go to Dave and Buster's and put a couple tokens in the machine,
pop a shot,
and then, make a couple baskets, and then come to the job talking about some. I went for 30. You know, what I'm saying? I hit for 30.
Hey, that's a nice day. Hey, that's a nice day.
If you don't have a seat over there in the corner, during the tournament run that year though. UCLA
he couldn't find his way. He couldn't lead nobody up to Woodhill. That's what you're trying to say?
Absolutely not. Especially not riding a big wheel. Through the tournament that year, UCLA they got tested by Long Beach State, Kansas, and Villanova.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they only won their final 3 games of the tournament, whatever, by 8 points or less that year. So, wow, yeah, UCLA. But we all know
that history very carefully because of the program, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's not forget where John Wooden came from here.
Right.
Where?
What do you mean? He was the 3-time All-American at the train school.
At Purdue?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh, okay. Right.
The Wizard of Westwood had a story before he was the official wizard, so to speak.
I thought he went to Weber State. My bad. Not Harold Arsenal. Not Harold Arsenal. Not Harold Arsenal. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Coming in at 19 is the 2000-2001 Duke.
Oh yeah, that's not Sheldon Williams. That's Carlos Boozer, Shane Battier, JJ Redick would have been probably
Mike Dunleavy. Jay Williams was on that squad too.
That's right, and he was incredible before the motorcycle accident.
Yeah, Duke became the first team to enter the tournament. What?
Green Bay sucked, man. I'm sorry.
What happened? My phone died. I couldn't see it.
It's 31-30. I guess they're about to kick the extra point, but it's a
Who
backup.
scored? Andrews?
Lamar not even playing. This Huntley, is his last name?
Yeah, but Huntley.
He's
Huntley
good.
Did you ever watch him at Utah?
No, I didn't.
Well, see, I'm
not familiar with him, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
they better not lose today because that means they're about to lose 2 in a row because we're gonna beat them next week.
Here we go.
Here we come.
Okay.
I have Andrews in fantasy, and he was on fire. He's Huntley's guy. He had 30 points or something already, and single-handedly carrying me back. Kind of resuscitating me, keeping my hopes alive.
Yeah, an interesting tidbit about Duke here. They became the first team to enter the tournament ranked number 1, of course, in the polls and the standings. I mean the seeding and whatnot to win it all since UCLA did it in '95, and then Battier won National Player of the Year. Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, they lost because he failed the attempt. I'm sorry.
Who? What? Okay, if you're gonna spit it out, at least let clue.
So they went for 2 points. The Ravens.
What?
Did.
Why?
Man,
Why would you do that?
Analytics.
Oh my God!
Against Aaron Rodgers, why would you do that?
Hold on. I hope he wasn't doing that to say like you're gonna need a field goal to win it, because you're gonna need it. They will feel a field goal to win it regardless.
They would have tied. He kicked the extra point. It's a tie game. He went for the win.
Yeah.
With a backup quarterback. Why? No.
Yeah, Brother Rich. I'm like you.
Money, man.
Yeah, I'm like you, Brother Rich. You see how Brother Rich got his skull cap on today? He's leaning to the side. He's like, man, come on, man. I'm about to go.
He's ready to be on vacation.
I don't have time to hear about Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? I get it, Brother Rich.
I'm playing Santa Claus on the program today. That's all.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, all right. Well,
I was looking for a present, to give our nephew, but I couldn't find nothing under the tree. Like I was trying to find a game, something to say, to say that his boy could be greatest, but I just couldn't find nothing.
Don't worry. He already, look at his face. He already got his Yuletide log. Hey, don't take it out on me, man. I just work here.
Hey, anybody going to the game tomorrow?
Y'all see that right there?
See what?
Well, you can't see. I know you can't. Go get a magnifying glass and then put it like right by the screen, and you should.
Like Brother Rich said, go get them Coke bottle bottoms that you usually wear on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? And the law said anyway.
We talking about bottoms. We talking about hold on, because y'all used to wear bell bottoms back in the day. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, they used to wear bell bottoms, but at least they didn't wear dresses.
I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all used to wear bell bottoms.
The men didn't carry purses.
Coming in.
Yeah, they used to carry fanny packs. Let's talk about it.
No, what did? Oh,
no,
please.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, we carry book bags. I don't know what you're talking about. The boys are Dunbar. Coming in at number 18 is the 1983-84 Georgetown Hoyas. Yeah.
That's a squad. That's what I was listening for. You better have Georgetown.
Legendary John Thompson
and what he meant to basketball, and college basketball, and taking a whole division, a whole league, a whole region of the country, and putting it on his back. Him and Chris Mullin and the Big East and what it meant. Patrick Ewing and that Georgetown Hoyas.
Yeah, Shaq was just talking about how he wanted to be like him growing up.
Patrick Ewing. The Big East was no joke.
He said Dad was trying to make him be like Kareem and all that. He said, "No, I watched Pat and I wanted to be like him." Right. But anyway,
did anybody know who the Hoyas beat to win that championship that year?
Did we beat Villanova? Wasn't it Villanova?
Yeah, was it Kansas?
Nope. Hakeem Olajuwon in Houston.
Oh, sure was.
The Hoyas stopped Hakeem Olajuwon in Houston to claim their first national championship.
Yep. Hey, they beat them.
Yep. And see, that's exactly why I say, man, they still roll the balls out for a reason. You still got to play the game, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but wait a minute now. This is the difference in coaching.
What?
Oh, that's no doubt about that. They definitely outcoached them. Remember now, that was the problem with that Houston team. If you go back and remember them, they had all that talent, but they didn't never really have a game plan. They relied on Drexler. They relied.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
and you remember now, Coach Thompson, God rest his beautiful soul, that was a real basketball coach. So,
no question,
he was ready for them.
Yeah, no question.
What year did I say that was? 83. What year?
84.
84.
84. Yep. Did they beat
we're talking about
in Houston.
In 4 years, he took 2 L's in the final.
Facts.
Yeah. Who took 2 L's? You talking about Hakeem?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
But
that's okay because he saved his best for the next level.
Oh, he did.
Yes, he did. That year that David Robinson won the MVP, that narrative driven.
Hey, it took him a while. Though.
I don't care how long it took him. All I know is when David Robinson won the MVP that year and he dropped 73 points in the game, whatever it was. A lot of people don't even talk about that, which was remarkable. Hakeem said, "Oh, you gonna get the award? Let me show you what it's all about." He dusted David Robinson that year in the playoffs. Dusted him. Made him look like a kindergartner. You understand what I'm saying?
He played for the. Oh, you're saying on the Spurs?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that's what I was saying.
He did him
Hakeem
like,
at
he
the
did
next
him like
level.
Carl Anthony Towns did that boy from the Lakers.
Who the Spurs had? They had
Avery
Robinson and
Johnson.
Avery, yeah, okay.
Sean
Yeah,
Elliott,
yeah.
I don't think was there yet. Tim Duncan
Yeah.
certainly wasn't there yet.
Yeah,
No, we know he wasn't there because you know what would have happened. All right,
man, Hakeem was save it.
okay.
Coming in at 17 is a 78.
I think
I don't want to hear it.
No.
You can have your difference of opinion, like
That ain't no difference of opinion. That's what. Here we go with the what if.
would have been fundamental on that backboard.
Man, that's a what if. And again, you know what I say about what ifs. If the lady across the street had a mustache, she'd be somebody's uncle.
Right.
Anyway, coming in at 17 is the 1978-79 Michigan State Spartans. We already know about that squad and how my man Magic said at the beginning. Let me explain something to y'all. I was going to the gym to get the workout in. I ran into Bird. I wanted to shake his hand, say what's up to him. Bird said, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how they just did it back then on the court. It didn't matter what color you was. You know what I'm saying? If you was a hooper, you say, hey, man, we can holler all that after the fact. I don't like you. Let's do battle. You battle me, I battle you. Magic was like, oh.
And then they became best friends. We know how the story goes.
After their careers were over.
After their careers were over.
After their careers were
exactly.
over. Not on the basketball court. No, sir.
And because in the championship game.
So everybody was enemies. So y'all want to have me believe that everybody was enemies back in the day.
Yes.
They
not
were.
having you believe that. That's
so
a fact.
What about Isaiah? What about Isaiah and Magic?
They fought each other on the basketball court.
Are you serious?
No. Were they friends or were they enemies?
Magic Johnson pushed Isaiah Thomas on his back out the lane with a forearm in his chest cavity.
Yeah.
I said, were they friends or were they enemies?
They were frenemies
off the basketball court because they
were
knew
frenemies.
each other. But they on the basketball court, they were not friends. They did not.
Man, listen, they were just on TV crying together. I don't want to hear that, man.
Oh, man, that's because they
75 years old. Wait a minute.
I don't want to hear it.
I have, somebody that has a signed bottle of Sheerland's champagne by compliments of Isaiah Thomas. I will say this: the whole rationale behind him being left off of the Dream Team, TJ, it reinforces the narrative that the friendship died. For at least there was a hiatus in friendship from what happened, what Isaiah said, and when they were in LA playing against each other, and it carried over to that particular group with the Dream Team, and where at that point Magic stayed out of it, and he could have stepped in, and so it could have been different. Remember, because the head coach of that thing was Isaiah's coach, so let's it's not like that guy would have said no. I don't want him if it's up to him.
Of course.
Daily.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. My man Doc weighing in. Shout out to Doc. In for the P program today. He said, "Go green, go white." Absolutely.
Speaking of Flintstones, there's one right there.
What do you mean? Speaking of Flintstones,
Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I knew what he was saying. I'm just being, come on now. Yeah, right. Got you there. Coming in at 16, the 1998-1999, or should I just say 99, Uconn Huskies. Oh, that squad was nice too. That squad.
No, that's not Hamilton. That's not Hamilton, is it?
Who's that?
No.
Kemba Walker. No, wait. That's 2012.
No. You talking... Wait a minute. Who was on that squad? Let me check something.
The power forward was called Okafor.
Yeah, no, Rip was on that squad. Yeah.
Wait, you said 97? Yeah, that was Hamilton.
No. I said 98, 99 Uconn Huskies. They come in at 16.
Yeah, that should have been Hamilton. Him.
Yeah,
it was lost. He made a buzzer beater, right?
Yeah,
mid-range.
Yeah, because Gonzaga it was Gonzaga that almost knocked him off. That was in the Elite Eight.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in the Elite Eight. Coming in at 15, the 1977-78 Kentucky Wildcats. Wow, that was a squad too, boy. Ooh, wee. Yeah, and you know what? The thing I don't remember it all. I mean, I was still somewhat of a youngin' back then, but they knocked off my doggone Razorbacks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? 94-88. You know what I mean? So, I wasn't really too happy about that. But that squad, Wait a minute. Why do I want to say? Oh no, that was way before that. Man, well, I don't know why I was getting ready to say Pat Riley. Lord, cool. My goodness. And then coming in at 14, we got my man Jerry Lucas in the 1959-1960 Ohio State Mud Pies. They won it that year. You know what I'm saying? So far,
man, no.
no, what?
Let's go. What's the next one?
Oh wow, really? Why? Because it was 1959, 1960.
Come on, who was playing defense back then?
Oh, see what I'm saying, Brother Rich? See what I'm talking about?
Well, he's right in that he mean like they doing in the NBA today. Who play defense today?
Oh, yeah, Brother Rich.
See, but listen. No. See,
Brother
the difference
Rich,
is...
you know what?
You're not allowed.
Brother Rich, you're going to be on button hiatus, man. We're going to take you off bad button because you got my back
the
today.
difference
You know
is they had wide open mid-range shots back then. Now we got wide open half-court shots, so it's a difference. All right.
And wide open drives to the lane so you can dunk on people and say my percentage is 75%.
Yeah,
well, they weren't as athletic back then, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
And it was like a little no dunk rule too back then because the rim probably was like 9 feet or something.
So imagine how hard it was to score, much harder to score than to stand right by the basket and jump up and the ref call a foul on all 12 people standing around you, including the guy who said the concession.
Exactly.
You can stay in the lane all you want back then.
Yeah, but that's listen. The defensive 3-second rule is crap.
But here's the thing right now: the lane, you could stay in the lane all you want. If you came down that lane trying to do some foolishness, you could literally get punched right in your mouth square, and your teeth are falling.
I'm trying to tell you.
Mouse in the house.
Hey, and that's basketball. That's basketball, huh?
Hey,
that's the way it was. That's the way basketball was.
Yeah, it's called physicality.
It was
street ball.
Listen, I understand. You got 8 people in the paint back then. Why would you go down there? What you expect gonna happen?
And that's why go look up the footage of a guy that you don't know much about, Michael Jordan, and what the bad boys did to him when they would physically throw him out the air and literally punch him as he's going to the basket in his ribs and admit to doing this. You ought to
Hey,
go
Brother Rich, hold on. Brother Rich, if I'm not mistaken, the whole Boston Lakers back and forth when who was that? Was that McHale that fouled Rambis? I think they at halftime. Yeah, the Lakers was doing the Celtics, and Bird was like, "Man, y'all some suckers, man. Y'all giving up free. Ain't no freebies coming down the lane. Y'all some straight up suckers." And after that,
it was in the paper the next day that he didn't even deny it. He talked about them allowing them to come down the lane.
Yeah, just come down the lane and not.
Yes,
exactly.
We ought to, if we're gonna lose, let's go out fighting.
Let's go out fighting.
Exactly
It ain't nothing like this stuff. Now
that sound like he sound like a sore loser on that article.
No.
I'm talking about that article. I just said that makes him sound like a sore loser.
No.
Well, you know what? Hang on, TJ's
I'm a realist, man.
If somebody were to say that today,
right now, y'all would be like, "Oh no, he is sore loser. He ain't."
Well, he would be. They would call him a criminal, a thug,
all type of stuff, man.
Out of the league.
No. That's because
y'all like it because it's back in the day. No, y'all like it because it's back in the day.
No, I like it because that's true competitiveness. Because in today's sports world, everybody get a participation trophy. You getting bad grades, but still getting Jordans. No, that's
don't make no sense. Get yourself a buzzer.
You're right. I'll give myself a button. Absolutely, it do make sense.
Go ahead, man. It ain't even worth the. Hey, Double J, it ain't even worth the argument, man.
Yeah, it sure ain't. That's
a bad example.
No, it ain't.
Right
the point. It's not.
Your point you're missing, nephew, is we're not making an example. We're just telling you how it was. Nobody's saying that this way was better or this way is better. What we're saying is things back in that time that were very fundamentally different from what is called basketball today. Back in those days, there was a different. Michael Jordan played under a totally different set of rules of basketball than the players and the superstars play under today. That is a fact.
In other words, Back then it was basketball. Now it's basketball. Let's move on. Coming in at number 13 is the 2011-2012 Kentucky Wildcats. That was a pretty good squad too. Anybody got any interesting tidbits that they want to add from that particular
That
squad?
would have been what, John Wall's team?
No, that was
Cat and them, right?
Cat.
No,
That's Cat.
That was Cat.
Okay.
No, that was Anthony Davis and Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
That was AD. Okay, AD.
Yeah, that was AD. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Very great, very good team. Good team.
Yeah,
You know,
TJ's
very
favorite
good
player.
college basketball player.
Yeah,
Not my
TJ's
favorite player. He's not
TJ's
one of my
favorite
top.
player is
He's
AD.
I
not,
said
he's
very
not,
good
listen,
basketball player.
he's
Yeah.
not in my top 10, bro. I don't.
I don't care what top he is. You said it was your favorite player. You was wearing his shoes the other day. Coming in at number 12 is the 1963-64.
This
You
baby
like that?
lying. Stop
That was
lying, man.
That was I'll lie for you before I would to you. The 1963-64 UCLA Bruins. That was a pretty good squad.
Man,
Coming
come on.
in at number. See, that's what this is the stuff I deal with every day with him. He think that basketball didn't become a thing until he was born in
Well, that was an
1999.
undefeated team too.
Hey,
Hello, yeah, but don't say
you think they'll be undefeated now? Double J. That's just hypothetically. That's just this dude. If they play right now,
hey.
I think they are undersized by today's standards.
Hold on, Double J. See, he tried to be slick right there.
underskilled, undersized.
Uh-oh.
See,
unathletic.
I told you he was trying to be slick.
Listen, nephew. We know in your world, James Naismith is signed to Clutch.
Stop me when I told a lie. Double J.
But I know you think he signed the Clutch, but he's not. Okay, so listen,
Rich.
more on that. And
Hey, Rich.
Oh
Yes.
man.
Hey, stop me when I just told a lie, please. Did you stop me yet? Can I keep going?
I did stop
they
you.
would-
I'm stopping you because I know you think that James Naismith is signed to Clutch, but he's not. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm trying to say? Tell me, Brother Rich. Hey, then he
I
gonna
like
try to-
that. I like that.
Then he's gonna try to throw that little hypothetical. That's a what if disguise.
Right.
Get out of here. I told you.
But
already
that's why,
about that.
listen, that's why Double J said, do we got any type of criteria for this? Because you definitely need it. Because if you just put those
Hey,
teams,
listen, this is from Fansided. This ain't from Jay. I'm just going off of Fansided so that we
Well,
can
now,
have
wait a
something to
minute.
discuss today.
Well, how did you bring it to the table then and not be prepared to either defend or
yeah, you're gonna have backlash.
yeah.
Definitely from me every time you come
Listen,
to
I don't
1954 Bruins.
listen,
Any
I
of
don't
that,
I don't need to defend their list. It's not my list.
Well,
I
You
don't
know
need
what?
to
Just
defend
put
theirs.
Vincent St. Mary is in the list. Just call that name, and then he'll be okay. Say at the
Oh,
top
okay,
of the
gotcha,
list.
yeah.
Vincent Mary.
Yeah. And at even though it's a
they
top
probably
20
wait a
would
minute.
they probably would have whooped some of them teams too.
If we want to throw a hypothetical out there, does Florida, that Florida Gator team, do they repeat if LeBron James is on the Ohio State team?
Man, what? Say
Hey.
I dare you, I'll say something crazy.
Hey, listen, let me explain something to you.
I dare you.
It ain't the size of the dog, okay, in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And them Florida boys with Joaquin Noah and Al Horford,
Who
matter of
never
fact,
beat
Oh.
LeBron? Who never beat LeBron in a playoff series in a professional career? So let's talk now.
hey,
Let's
listen,
talk now.
hey, listen.
I think
listen.
Horford did once, didn't he?
Yeah,
No,
listen.
come on.
Here's the thing. Here's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about professional career. We're talking about
Thank you.
what
And he was
them
very
boys
raw
were
at that
in
point.
college. And in
Did you see
college.
his first game against one of the best teams in the league?
Again, this is what we're talking about. The scenario that was given to us was college. LeBron James, you can't compare what Noah or none of them other players who played with or around him would, or nobody in the history of basketball. There's a short list that you deal with when you talk about LeBron James. Very short. He's in the top 10 of all that ever played. So it's unfair to say, compare Noah to him. But as a college basketball player, Noah was a dog. And that team, they bonded, and that coach and that program,
Listen.
they were doing something.
And I wasn't really
that nobody
comparing
did.
Noah.
He just wasn't
I
gonna
wasn't
come
comparing Noah.
All right, do y'all
Brother Rich,
remember
I
the
was just saying-
championship? Can y'all remember the
Hey,
championship?
hey,
for Ohio State?
Hey,
For Ohio
guess
State, right?
who else was on that team? Udonis
Mike
Haslam.
Conley.
Guess
Facts.
what? Guess what? Our point guard was Kylie, though.
Yeah.
That didn't have
Yeah.
nothing to do with it.
So you said, but listen, Odin, Kylie, and LeBron not beating that Florida team? Y'all tripping,
Okay.
bro.
Man,
Now,
Y'all tripping.
we know that Odin was very, very, very fragile.
Man, he's up here talking
But
about
no. But he
He's
was
up
the
here
best
acting like
player on
LeBron
the
didn't
floor.
lose to JJ Barea. Man, stop
No.
it.
See, here we go. Hey, Double J.
He lost to J.J. Barea. And he lost to Corey Brewer.
Double J.
Wasn't Corey Brewer?
Listen,
oh, my bad.
listen,
No.
J.
The Jet. Terry the Jet. Same difference.
Was Odin not the best player on the floor back then?
Heck no.
Oh, my God, man. You're tripping.
No. He would have been a fantastic pro. He was
I'm talking about in that championship game, he was the best player on the floor, man.
No, Mike
Based
Conley
on what?
Nobody. I don't know who else thought
Based on what?
And people at Ohio State, other than you.
His size, his skill, his talent, all that, bro. He was
based
the best
on what?
player.
Based on what?
So, all right, so listen. I know what I'm saying because why did none of them get drafted before him?
Because he's a big
For
man.
the same reason, for the same reason, Johnny Flynn got drafted before Steph Curry. The draft ain't no exact science, man. I'm so sick of people saying that. Any pick can be a hit or miss, regardless of what round the pick was played in. You can always go back and look at it. Hindsight is always.
Which one of those individuals had a better college career? I mean, better year than him that year. I ain't talking about the champion. I'm talking about player for player. He was the best player.
Hey, listen.
He got drafted over Kevin Durant, bruh. What are y'all talking about, man?
Listen, and that's because GMs get fired every day. Bruh. GMs get fired every day.
It don't matter. Listen, you was not going to be the GM that passed up on Greg Oden. You wasn't.
Listen,
I was. I had the bowl written all over.
You telling us that you think that right now, Joel Embiid, who had the same kind of game as Greg Oden, is a better player than Kevin Durant.
No. Y'all moving the goalposts. I said those players on Florida. That's what I was talking about.
You justified your argument by telling us that your man was drafted before Kevin Durant.
At that time, his talent said, take him.
Exactly our argument, sir.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, too many people go off the talent when they should be going off the eye test. Greg Oden was good. He was a darn good player. But ain't no way in the world, if you watch Kevin Durant at Texas, I would have took Greg Oden over Kevin Durant.
Man, why y'all talking about Kevin Durant? Double J's. You see what they did?
You mentioned Durant.
I said his talent made a GM take him over Kevin Durant. But I said Florida players, any of them players, y'all didn't name none of them.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. Listen. For Greg Oden to have the skill set that he had, then let me tell you this: there's no way he should have got outplayed by Joakim Noah.
Okay,
no way.
Let me answer your point so you don't think we're avoiding you. If you're asking in the game between Ohio State and Florida, who's the best player on the basketball court? Of course, it was Greg Oden. But what we're telling you,
that's what I asked.
With that. But what we thought you were talking about is in terms of college basketball that year, and none of us agrees with you that he was the best player in college basketball that year. We don't agree with that.
Yeah, let's keep going because we got a lot of stuff.
I never said that. I never said that. I said the Florida players, bro. Why y'all keep talking about everybody, Kevin Durant?
Okay, listen. Okay.
Hold on, Double J. Hold on. There were other people at that same time, like Roy Hibbert on Georgetown.
Hold on, Double J. TJ, you the one that brought other people's names into what you said.
Double J. That's a fact.
Double J, my bad. Go ahead. Say what you just said again.
What happened?
Tell him about Roy Hibbert. Mention because he was a good college basketball player. He was a bum in the pro. But let Double J finish it.
He could have. That Indiana team could have and
listen.
I'm like, they got a little special spot in my heart for that team with Paul George before the injury. What I'm trying to reiterate is that you got to recall the route that Ohio State team took to get into just to that game as a whole, where they struggled, and it took a Ramar Smith I think the Sweet 16 to beat a team, and then Oden got outplayed by Roy Hibbert in I think either the Elite Eight or the Final Four, and they barely had barely even got there, so they kind of somewhat, I guess, kind of limped their way into the title game against a team that was 3 or 4 deep on the inside, where they could still space the floor. Noah,
thank you.
Was known as a defender. more than of course we know what he could do offensively. So when you have Horford as a true, stretch four, and then you brought up, we know what Haslam could do, and this is a young Haslam. He is Mr. Florida. He is Mr. Miami.
It doesn't mention it here, but who was the other guard? It was another guard. I think his number was number 12 for Florida that year.
He breaking up. I can't.
It was another guard.
You're talking about Lee Humphrey?
No, was it Humphrey? I don't know. I don't remember. But I thought that whole squad was that whole Florida squad. You could just tell, man, the way they were beating teams. Almost, even though it's not, like the number itself, literally, but the way that 72-10 Bulls team looked that season, you could tell early on in the year that Bulls won that. You like, man, barring injury or anything major, any catastrophe happening, you could see that the Bulls were going to win the title that year. I don't care who was on the other side.
Yeah, they had that footage, nephew.
They were on a mission that year. Okay, but let us move on. Let us move on. The good stuff, by the way. Coming in at
Jay, do you mean Torian Green?
Torian Green.
Yeah,
Torian Green. Yeah, Torian Green. Good looking out for the save, Double J. And coming in at number 11, the 1973-74 North Carolina State Wolfpack. Coming in at number 10, the 1989-1990 UNLV Running Rebels. Boy, oh boy,
Speaking of Torian Green.
That was a squad.
That was a squad. Hey, and they smoked Duke in the national championship game, winning by 30.
That was a squad.
To claim their first title. Man, that squad. Oh, I don't know what happened to my man TJ. TJ, if you're still there, if you can still hear us, come on back whenever you get ready. Look, we done ran him away. We done ran the little man away. It's all to the good. That UNLV squad was, they was not none pretty up. Here you go. He can't come back.
Wait a minute. That's the Larry Johnson group, right?
Yeah, TJ, we can't see you, but we can see you, but we can't see you. Shadow Man then struck again. Claude, have mercy. Oh, there he is. Double J. Coming in at number 9, the 1965-1966 Texas Western Miners. Now, there was a movie made about, is it Passing Glory or Glory Road? One of the two. About that team, because that team in and of itself was historic. Give me a second here. Let me pull up what it is. TJ, what are you doing here? I want to read to you all.
Led by Don Hawkins.
Yeah, they say here that one Haskins. One team that tends to slip through the cracks whenever the conversations are had about which, these great lists and so on and so forth. Of course, they say slips through the cracks of history, is of course the 65-66 Texas Western Miners, now known as UTEP. The Miners won their only championship in 1966 in the middle of the UCLA dynasty. And it says, this team was very important to the history of college basketball. However, thanks in no small part to the fact the Miners used an all-black starting lineup. Mm-hmm. That is no small feat in the heart of Texas in the mid-60s. But Double J, head coach Don Haskins deserves credit, of course, for playing his best players regardless of their race or cultures.
Exactly. Yeah, that's Glory Road. For those familiar with the movie.
Yeah, Glory Road. That's what because it's another good hoop movie called Passing Glory. I got the two confused. They defeated Utah in the Final Four to earn a date with, of course, Adolph Rupp's Kentucky Wildcats. And, it wasn't enough. I mean, Kentucky was, they are a blue blood. You know what I mean? They one of the most, storied franchise there is. But, of course, the Miners went on ahead and knocked them off. Yeah, that movie is pretty good. Both movies, Passing Glory and Glory Road, is pretty good, by the way. And then coming in at number 8, we got the 1956-57 North Carolina squad, which I believe, too, also was one of the ones undefeated, if I remember correctly. Coming in at number 7, the 1981-1982 North Carolina squad. You know what I'm saying? With my boy.
They go without saying. The GOAT.
Oh, okay. Got you. Coming in
at
number 6.
Let's say the GOAT's college team. The GOAT. We all know what you're talking about.
Okay. Look at that guy down. Look at Shadow Man's face. He is none too happy with you right now, Brother Rich.
He can't help it.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody got their own opinion. LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Bird, whoever you think the GOAT is, you can have them.
Oh, okay,
got no problem with it. They all make a strong case to be the GOAT, man. Right,
okay, well, we glad you we appreciate you giving us your permission.
And just like one of those people from that kingdom, they always leave out one name. Left out one name, but I'll leave that there.
Oh, okay. All right. Coming in at number 6 is the 1995-1996 Kentucky Wildcats. And then at number 5, the 1991-92 Duke squad. At number 4, we got UCLA again at 1967-68 squad. Number 3,
that was Grant Hill squad. Who squad was on that Duke? Is that
No, that's Christian Laettner and them, I believe.
Laettner,
91-92.
All right.
And then coming in at number 3, TJ's favorite all-time team, because you know he loved doing the listing. He said, "Man, who your top 5? Who your top 10 and all that." Oh, we're gonna do a movie thing too, because he come over there in my work.
Because I killed him the other day. I tore him up.
Here we go. No, he didn't. Anyway, let's get through this so we can get to our NFL picks, please. Thank you very much. TJ's squad of all time, you know, number 1 on his list, he said, is the 1955-56 San Francisco Dons. Shout out to the speaker for the King, making a statement with that one right there. Yeah, oh my goodness. And then, of course, coming in at number 2, we got the 1975-76 Indiana Hoosiers, who, of course, went undefeated with Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And then number 1, should I do a drum roll? Maybe not. I'll give you one of these. Is, of course, the 1971-72 UCLA Bruins.
What a shocker.
All right. That concludes our top 25. Yes, we'll give another shout out. Are there any objections to the list per se? No, maybe.
The whole list. The whole dang on list.
Well, we already told people at the beginning of the program that you was the world's number 1 antagonist, so they're not surprised by that. You
all right, so they shouldn't be then.
Yeah,
the key word was champion.
Because if y'all think that team would have beat LeBron with Odin and Conley, y'all crazy. Y'all tripping.
Okay. Odin's footwork wasn't all what it was cracked.
Bro, he still was one of the best
typical of this young man. You notice all his arguments are rooted in fantasy. My boy,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
Done so and so. The moon, if the moon just shifted.
I didn't ask that question. I think Double J did.
But you brought it up. You
no. Double J may have asked it, but you picked it up and ran with it the wrong way, like Jim Marshall for the Vikings against the 49ers. He's running the wrong way. He's running the wrong way.
To TJ's point, we know how much of an upgrade he would have been. This is a team still that had guys like David Lighty. I want to say that had at one point been the all-time 3-point shooter in the state of Ohio.
David Lighty?
Well, wait a minute.
Well, at Ohio State, David Lighty was more so known as a defensive specialist than he was an offensive.
Well, person. And then you had Evan Turner.
Evan Turner was nice.
Yeah, so there were enough pieces there.
Yeah, but guess what though? Evan Turner really was the guy on that team. He really, really was on that team.
Man, LeBron would have been the guy. He would have been 4 guys that add him to that roster. Yeah, I don't care what y'all talk about, bro.
John Diebler's who I'm thinking about. That's your Ohio State, state of Ohio.
I remember him.
Basketball 3-point shooter.
Yeah, Diebler. And
they had like 2 or 3 in a row. Thad Matta had that. Basically, they were breaking each other's records the same way that we got to see Ray Allen and Reggie Miller and now Steph go kind of in succession of one another.
Speaking of Ohio State Buckeye basketball, if you want to really see a player who was all that and then some, I'm talking about spark plug. Go check out my man Jay Burson. Jay Burson was a bad boy for Ohio State. I forget what happened, but he broke his neck. I remember him in the what they call it. Yeah, he did. He broke his neck for real. He was in the halo for a while. That was like the end of his career too. To tell you the truth. All right, moving right along. We get to our NFL pickums week 16. All righty, Brother Rich, we'll start with you. In the Thursday night game, we got the 49ers at the Titans. What do you say?
49ers all day long.
Oh, okay. Double J, you think the 49ers are making a playoff push here or no? Or are they out of it?
No, well, they're out of it, but it's because they can't beat anybody in their own division. This is a team that, for those that are wagerers, they have a tale of 2 stories, one of which is when they play division foes, they are astronomically bad. And then when they play everybody else, they are really, really good. So that is just something to kind of
keep an eye on them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, but then by the way, who you got in that game, Niners or Titans?
Well, Tennessee just dropped a bad one again.
Yeah.
To Pittsburgh. I know. Go ahead. This is your perfect segue to shout out your buddies over there.
I get you. Yeah. Hey, listen, leave the comedy to me, okay?
I knew he always rooted for the wrong team.
TJ, you off cue today, and Double J. But seeing how you and TJ been more so in agreement than anybody else here on the platform.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like to climb up the tree. Oh, anyway, yeah, I got you. TJ, who you got? 49ers at the Titans.
The 49ers.
The 49ers. Okay. Oh, okay.
49ers.
Sound like you go to the casino on a regular, not the kid. And then at the Saturday, December 25th, everybody's Happy Day games. There were only 2 that I selected from here. Brother Rich.
Happy Day.
Right. Yeah, Happy Day. Well, everybody's going to be. You cracked the funny.
He's gonna try to squeeze in another show. He's gonna watch this again and be like, "I'm not going out like that." Who's still in town?
This is unbelievable today. Brother Rich, we're gonna come right back to you because you've been kind of nice on the program today, man. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start it off.
He's got the hat. He said he's taking the Santa route, not the Krampus route.
Hey, that's that New York City right there, baby. Y'all don't know nothing about East New York, but Brother Rich, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Who you got? Browns at the Packers.
Timberland's on too, no less.
Oh man, I told you this is the upset of the year. The Browns, we got this. This is it. That's why they had their win this week. Yeah,
okay, absolutely. Double J. You can't do dirt. You can't do dirt with shell toes. I'm just saying. Okay, my bad. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Double J, who you got? Browns at the Packers. Why am I even asking this question? I don't even know why.
Wow. Well, matter of fact, I'm actually just for those, unlike our host, I know he can't get it. He'll make 21 excuses here, 21 Jump Street.
22. Oh, he cracked the funny. Oh.
I, on the other hand, you may see Double J at First Energy for the time being tomorrow afternoon. So,
okay.
So you come.
I like that, Double J. I like that.
Oh, okay.
So just for the record, everybody sees I'm in the studio here, implying that I'm up north. So
okay, got you. Oh, all right,
saying,
all right, good stuff. All right,
make
sure you wave to us down there.
That's a green screen. It ain't the real studio.
I mean, seriously,
my
TJ,
bad.
You dry snitching now? Oh my gosh,
oh man.
TJ, who you got? Browns at the Packers.
Hey, unlike the rest of my friends up here, whatever you just said,
colleagues, comrades.
Were you Mexican now? What's
Absolutely. ¿Qué pasa?
You good?
Yeah, come on, man. We wait for you to make a pick.
All right. I'm not gonna be a foolish fan out here. Oh, the Browns is gonna win. No, they're not. Green Bay is gonna kick her. You know what? Sorry.
Whoa, why? Why?
Because I'm a betting man. I won't bet on the Browns to beat Green Bay. I'm sorry.
You don't think after what just?
But for the A,
that
I hope. Hey, listen. I hope I'm wrong.
This is Baker Mayfield's make it or break it game of the year. This is right.
No, does anyone know if he's playing tomorrow? Is he officially ruled out?
Yeah, I think he's
ruled
out,
out,
brother. Yeah, I think he's out.
Oh, he is out. Okay.
But let me tell you this though.
Hey, I hope he ruled out Saturday. Whenever we play Green Bay, so we can get Keenum in.
Oh man, cut me in or cut it out. But listen, brother, let me say this to you. On Cleveland Browns Daily, they I just lost my train of thought. See what I'm saying? What TJ do here? Oh my God.
Something about Baker. They saying something about Baker on Cleveland.
Yeah.
When I keep it real, that's what happened. You don't know what to say.
See what I'm saying? TJ, that's about your 14th button, man. You going for a world record, a Guinness record?
Hey, listen, man. Ain't my fault you got things that go on in your head, man. I don't know what's wrong with you. First of all, get your glasses off your nose.
Don't worry about me. Hey, you go get them Coke bottles.
That's how you know
on the regular.
He's getting flustered here, TJ.
Absolutely.
He's going down that aisle.
Never.
He got the glass.
Never.
He got the glasses on the nose.
One of those things that they don't fall off.
Hey, actually, I do remember what I was gonna say, but I set y'all up to have y'all's little say. Brother Rich, the folks at Cleveland Browns Daily, what they really saying is, this is the game against the Raiders. They're conceding for the most part that the Browns may end up losing to the Packers.
I think
they concede.
I don't agree with that assessment. I think.
Well, I mean, that's fair.
The game against the Packers is the team that they have something to prove. If Baker were to have played, that would be the game that you got. With the record, everything, the losses that we suffered early in the season that we should not have, all the criticism that surrounds it right now, and that defense, and going against a player like Aaron Rodgers, this would have been the game that I think that we got to muster and really show what kind of team this is, even going into next year. What kind of fight we got going in a game like this? This sets us up.
Well, wait a minute.
We better win this game tomorrow. That's all I got to say.
Let me throw this in there right quick. The only time I'm flustered is when I find myself in the Depends aisle at the grocery store. That's the only time I'm flustered, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because reality is setting in. I'm trying to tell you.
I don't get it. You telling us you wear the pins or what?
I said the only time I'm flustered is when I find myself in that aisle. No, I'm not.
No, I heard what you said, but I'm trying to say
I'm a half of 100.
Are you trying to tell us something here?
No, I'm just.
He's told us a few things, TJ.
Oh wow, here we go. Seriously?
Oh hell no!
I know one of the things he's in agreement. We can't find your argument yet. We're still looking for it, though.
Hold on. What argument? The GOAT argument?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even find it. That's the point.
All right.
The Billy Goat argument. TJ, we're going to stay with you. Who you have? The Colts at the Cardinals. Who you got?
Hey, that might be a good game. And
it should be.
The Cardinals just took an L today by the Lions, bro.
Hey, you know what? And speaking of the Cardinals, now we all know Bill Parcells once said, "You are what your record says that you are."
And Dennis Green once said,
but the last two games, I'm trying to. What did he say here? See what I'm saying? Okay. So
you are who we thought. He said they are who we thought they were.
I heard him, Danny Green. I heard him. Yeah.
Now, if you want to crown it yet? Crown him.
Oh my! Hey, watch it there.
And Jim Mora,
pretty good one.
You know he had the Jim Mora glasses going on. Playoffs. You had those. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I knew I seen it before.
Yeah. We can't make a first down, a last down. Yeah, Jim Mora gave some of the best sound bites. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody say. But again, based on the way the Cardinals have played these last two games.
Yeah, I can't.
Is Bill Parcells telling a lie? Is he lying here?
Hang on. One of those two games was against your man's, being Matthew F. Stafford.
Was against your man.
Okay, all right.
Are you going to really hold him? And Aaron Donald. I mean, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald ruined that game for their game plan. So,
and that was without he was doing his job. And now remember, they're without D Hop. So speaking of, someone who once made the case,
but D Hop played in that game against the Rams.
Right, correct. But I'm saying they lost today without him.
But still, the Cardinals, they got enough over there. They shouldn't have lost to the Lions. No offense to the folks.
They can't lose. It's no excuse.
They should have lost to the Lions.
No excuse, DJ.
Yeah,
but look, historically, I'm sure someone in Vegas knows exactly where I'm going with this. Historically, Arizona has done horrible against the Lions. I mean, this goes.
Oh
back
I know that.
Millennia. It feels like it just shows a lion eating a bird or something. Written in a cave.
You know what? Speaking of Arizona, I don't know if a lot of people knew this or not, but do you know that they roll their field out?
Yes.
After every game to water it, the grass or something like that. It's on wheels or whatever. The whole field. I guess whatever the East.
To water it, it's Arizona.
Hey, listen,
don't get some sun.
hey, I don't know. I'm just telling you, that's what they do. They open up the east end or something. The whole back end of the east end of the stadium opens up, and they roll the whole field outside. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Field. You know they in the country, right?
Oh hell no!
Anywho,
no. We're gonna be here next week.
Yeah, that's what
he knows Dr. Phil because he has to sit on his couch and tell him, Doc, I be daydreaming all the time, and everybody be beating up about this argument I'm trying to make.
You can't save him. Yeah. You can't save him. Nah, you can't.
He's not trying to save me.
Save him.
I don't need no saving.
Save him.
Hey, I'll be the first one to tell you.
I told him last week, this week was gonna be horrible for him.
Oh, please, absolutely not. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I got some pralines and cream ice cream in the freezer. When we get done, I got bunny slippers. I ain't paying this no mind.
You better get them headlights off your nose.
You get them Coke.
Oh no!
You get them Coke bottle bottoms. That's what you get. Yeah, and a monocular. Double J, who you got? Colts at the Cardinals.
This is underrated, severely underrated, and I've pointed it out a few times. Is the Colts defense?
Yes,
and
man. Hey,
they've been solid for a few years, low key, man.
Yes.
Hey, after what they did to the Patriots, oh my gosh,
you
saw that coming. I didn't.
You do not want to play against in the playoffs. I hate to say it. We knew Philip. You could always count on Philip Rivers to throw an untimely interception.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is still Carson Wentz. He had a couple moments.
Michael Pittman Jr. got thrown out of that game, and they still won.
But Jonathan Taylor is a dog.
Of course he is. But
I think he MVP right now.
He been drinking today. Okay, he been drinking.
Well, guess what? That's because I told the bartender I have what you have and make mine a double. What are you talking about?
You ain't drinking no yak. You ain't been drinking no yak.
Look how he said that. Hey, you see how he grabbing his little hairs on his chin? He ain't drinking no yak. He ain't drinking no yak. Man, put that bottle back. Man, you ain't old enough yet. Go ahead, cut it out. Cut me in and cut it out. Brother Rich, who you got? Colts, at the Cardinals.
You don't recover from a loss like that. Losing to Detroit, I think that sets the Cardinals up for they're going all the way down from here. So yeah,
you think so?
Oh,
I don't know about that, Rich. Come on now. I agree they're gonna lose.
Listen. Until Double J's guy comes back, they're in trouble. I'm telling you that right now. They're in trouble. And the team they're spinning. Yeah.
This is why I believe that we're gonna have to start paying attention, kind of scoreboard watching, as they say, because this is how the Browns can get one over on RB's guys up north, the real up north, with Green Bay, because when you have a team like Arizona, completely collapsing, and now their spot's locked in with 2 weeks left or a week left, whatever it may be, hey, they're going to roll out Jordan Love and just see what happens. Right?
Oh, that's
this is how the Lions used to get a late, end of the year win.
Possible. That's a good point too. I didn't even get that thought until you said that just now. Yeah, just one of them. But see, I didn't think with the 17th week that I thought the whole resting, load management quote unquote thing might not really come into play.
They gonna want that number 1 seed though.
Well, so they beat the Ravens today. Then is what you're saying? Because I didn't see the end of the game. Did they?
Yeah, the Ravens, that 2-point conversion, they is some idiots, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was very helpful, kind of them.
Okay.
I mean, okay. Anyway, though, I think Aaron Rodgers with 40 seconds still got a shot to win the game. So I really don't know if they would have won. If they would have got it, we just went for the tie. I feel like Aaron Rodgers
unless the guy on the other side with that 40 seconds is Tom Brady. Because he can do it too. He done did it too many times. And our last game for this week's pickums, the Ravens at the Bengals. Double J. See, and I'm asking this one because what does that game mean?
A lot now. You have two teams, both current with this particular season and even the future. Right. I have friends in Cincinnati right now saying I'm not even going to watch them. They're ready to.
Cincinnati won.
They did win today.
15-10. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Oh wow. Okay.
This is a big one, mainly for Baltimore. Because teams that have gone backwards, and this is why you could thank guys like Mr. Herbert and for doing what they did against the division opponents, because now this is life or death, sink or swim, and you can only have one. This what do they call that? Squid Games. There can only be one out of these two. So now where is it at though? It's
in Cincinnati.
That's gonna be a good game. That's a big one.
I think so too. It's a division game. Especially in the AFC North, most division games, regardless of records, they always are.
You never know. Yeah, you don't never.
Right. Yeah, you just don't know. You don't know who you got though. Double J, Ravens or Bengals?
You know what? I'm gonna actually go. I'm gonna go Baltimore here.
Interesting.
I think I think it's gonna be a shootout. I'm taking the over. I know that. So
okay.
Yeah, but Lamar gonna be back next week.
That's a good.
I think that he's gonna have to, as a competitor, he's gonna have to now that they made that boneheaded mistake. If they would have went and lost in overtime, I think Huntley did enough to certainly in our eyes that they could just go into the next week with them, no problem. But now your back's against the wall. Your season's arguably about to be over, and it's a division game, which we've talked about at
length,
nauseum.
Ad nauseum, yeah.
That we're not getting 3, let alone 4 in. So this is it.
Brother Rich, who you got? Ravens at the Bengals.
I gotta go with the Ravens on this if Lamar Jackson plays, because while the Bengals are they're a 50-50 team and they're trying to finish the year strong, the Ravens have much more to lose in terms of a franchise, in terms of what the direction they started out going in and what's happening to them over the last several games. They have a lot more to prove. So, I trust their defense in that kind of situation. And, of course, Lamar doing his thing to pull it out in the end more than
I got you. Yeah. That's good stuff. TJ, I see you over there yawning. Are we boring you?
No, he's been looking so hard to find that argument he fell asleep.
Yeah, exactly. You over there falling asleep, burning the candle at both ends and in the middle. Yeah. TJ, who you got? Ravens at the Bengals.
All right, Big Chuck and Lil John. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Cincinnati Bengals because I ain't going over for next week. I already said the Browns gonna lose, but I got the Bengals winning.
Oh,
that's how we gonna happen.
Okay, got you. And then one last question for all of you all on the panel. Give me one team right now. One team, or should I say right now, what team is playing their best heading into the playoffs?
The Buccaneers.
Okay, TJ, you didn't give me a chance to come to you. You know what I'm saying? I need you to stay at the kids' table right now, okay? This is for the grown-ups right now.
Who you talking to?
This is for the grown-ups right now. Okay, TJ, go ahead, give us your pick. Who one team? Who'd you say? We're gonna let you have it.
I said the Bucks.
The Milwaukee Bucks? Oh, okay.
Hold on, this basketball.
Yeah, that's what that sounded like. You said the Milwaukee.
Yeah, I should have let you. Hey, I should have let you finish.
No, you shouldn't have let me. I
thought you were talking about football.
We are talking about football, but you said the Milwaukee Bucks. I said, give me one team.
I never said Milwaukee. I said the Bucks.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me adjust.
You got your hearing aid?
Let me fix my glasses. Let me fix my glasses. Yeah, I do got a hearing aid. Actually, it's called a bell tone. You wouldn't know nothing about that, young fella. But slow it down there, Kimosabi. All right, slow it on down. You got the Bucks. Brother Rich, give me one team.
Take your elderberry in the morning.
The Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs. No doubt about it.
The Kansas City Chiefs. That's a good one. That's a good one. Double J, who you got? Give me one team right now. What team is playing their best football heading into the playoffs?
This pains me so much to say this. I was trying to find somebody else. I really was.
Dallas Cowboys.
That's right.
Hey, he keeping it real. Unlike y'all two, me and Double J keep it real, man. That's it.
Keep it real.
Man, the only thing real is that deodorant that you ain't using it, man. Save it, man. Y'all keep it real, man.
Again, I'm gonna try to find my way out there to First Energy. So those.
Oh my gosh, Double J, did you
enjoy yourself, man?
Yeah, do your one too, man. You know,
well, but I might be, of course, in the how does one say? If I'm in the dog pound section, so when in Rome, you might not be able to recognize me.
I
thought I'm going to tell you is,
hey,
dress warm.
Hey, yeah, all I want to tell you is,
yeah, you better.
If you want to ruin your Monday, go to that game.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
I'm done.
What?
I'm done.
See what he see? See, hold it.
He's really a hater, Double J. I hope you picked that up. He's a hater as well.
Doc weighing in again. Doc say he got the Bucks right here.
You hear me?
Actually. And he say, wait a minute, let's see what he say here. And of course, them weak cowgirls. Oh, wow, really, Doc? Wow, really?
Unbelievable.
Hey, dog.
That's what
Doc-
you get, Doc, for that one
Doc
right
be
there.
keeping it real like me and Double J. He know
Oh
what's
man,
up.
please. No, to finish. You see what he do though, Double
Yeah,
J. You
oh,
see
yeah,
how
oh,
TJ?
yeah.
You see that right there. This is why you think I start
TJ,
off the show?
what do you
calling the
mean?
world's
Look,
number one antagonist.
You guys are spoiled, man. You guys get
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me explain my thought process
Explain
on
yourself. Yeah, explain yourself.
that. Because
you're sounding like the guy above you right now.
Listen. Even if we win, you're gonna have a headache of the whole game. The game is just gonna blow you. Like, what is going on? And it's gonna be like your whole Monday is gonna be ruined, man. I'm just telling you. Like, don't be surprised. All right.
What do you mean?
TJ, do you need
Don't be surprised.
Do you need a sobriety test right now? What are you talking
You
about?
sound like our host talking about, bad.
Oh, that's another again.
No,
Double J, you didn't think I caught it the first time?
Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Go ahead on, man. You think I caught that the first time?
He want to close out our host. He making us remember our host for closing out many programs, lamenting his grandfather and his dad, and the jacket that he puts on to keep warm in the winter.
Yeah.
Who had a touchdown and what end zone and where the sun was striking and what his grandfather used to point out to him. Come on, man. We can't go through this again. These are not PJ. It's not your grandfather, so this is probably your father that taught you. These are not your father's Browns, man. And these not Barbershop's grandfather's Browns, man. The team are going. They're going to be better. Man. They're better.
You had to walk 15 miles down Euclid.
Yeah, I had to walk 15 miles down Euclid in the winter, knee high.
Okay.
Hey, you're hurting him every second. Every second of this is hurting him. Okay.
My grandfather,
absolutely not, brother Rich. Fix your helmet. It's crooked right now, and make sure you buckle your chin strap. Y'all can't phase me. Yeah. And on that note, it's been fun, but we got to run. We appreciate y'all for listening and staying with us for the duration. Don't forget to check us out right here on the StreamYard Sundays at 8 on the PM side.
Yo, next year. That's just a reminder.
Or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Goldengram, and wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, vlogcast, as well as, of course, as the shop's Facebook fan page. And if you would be so kind to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, Google it. For my mans, Be Rich, Double J, TJ, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay. You've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome.
For the dog,
holla.
Polish boy.
Oh my gosh. Seriously.